Both parties are just as corrupt. They don't care about children. They don't care about women. But the Democrats are in charge right now. And so Deb Haaland wants to be a governor. Um, I, I don't see how she's going to pull that off. Because she just really does. The Democratic Party right now is falling apart, and it's falling apart because they're rotten. They're rotten from the inside out. They don't have the moral high ground to stand on, but they're constantly trying to say Trump is this, Trump is that. Yeah, well, Trump was at the Epstein Ranch in New Mexico with Bill Clinton and everybody else that was in there being freaky and nasty, so y'all are just as corrupt, right? The genocide. We have Palestinians who live in this state, right? And we have folks that came over from Afghanistan and Iraq. Talked to that about that before, and all because, right, the United States was committing genocide in Iraq. Oh my lord, and in Afghanistan, and we brought over families who had helped our service people, and they're over here now, right? And then now we have this Democratic Party who was happy to have them because they were potentially, right, going to be Democratic voters, I guess. And now, as soon as it gets exposed to the whole wide world in October of 2023 that there's been this, almost 80-year genocide that U.S. has funded, the Western world has been perpetuating of just horrific evil against people who they have a right to exist. They were born there, they lived there, and everybody else, right, are these settlers coming in. It's just crazy. There was not one Jimmy Carter in the Democratic Party. Like, nobody could just make that phone call and say, "You're not, no, not today. We are not genociding today. You guys want to have some land over there. You want to have you." Whatever it is you think God has for you over there, there was nobody in the Democratic Party who could say, we're gonna work this out across a table. And no, because we don't have those kind of leaders in the Democratic Party, except Alexander Ubias. I know this man. I mean, I don't know him. I mean, I personally am aware of who he is. We talk. We have been in the same spaces. He has come to events that I have been at or organized, and I like this man. I find him to have integrity. Now, he's in the Democratic Party, so that, everybody has flaws. And I asked him about that. Why does he still stay a Democrat? Everybody has their own ditches to, climb out of. But I do believe Mr. Alex Ubias will be a good mayor for the city of Albuquerque, and Deb Haaland. You're probably the only hope for the Democratic Party to have a governor after MLG, but the corruption that's going on, like, you're gonna need to take a bold move away, like either take a stand and say, okay, we're gonna fix this and demonstrate your leadership. But if you stay on the sidelines while this New Mexico Democratic Party debacle carries on for months and months, you're gonna end up like Kamala Harris. You're gonna come out at the end, months with only months left till the election, and the damage is already done. You've not demonstrated any leadership. You don't have any leadership. You're not coming out in front and saying, as a person identifying as, all right, there's some difficult things, there's some ugly truths we need to take a look at, and let's just meet it head on. Let's just deal with this. And let's be honest, and let's be transparent, and let's earn the people's votes and their trust. But everybody's so busy hiding. Anyways, I don't have any plans of participating in any of that. So this summer, and again, because I teach in a special education department in a school that has the greatest percentage of kids on IEPs than any other school in Santa Fe Public School, we are the least resourced. We have the least amount of people. They have intentionally tried to sabotage our school and our kids. And after watching all of the P. Diddy stuff and all these people who regretted years and years why they didn't speak up at the time, well, I don't want to be one of those kind of people. So I'm speaking up now for my kids, for my families. Somebody, parents, the news, somebody needs to investigate how Santa Fe Public Schools funds their FTEs for special ed, what they do with their numbers before a 40-day count, 80-day count, how they get moved so that the numbers look lower, which means taxpayers are not getting the money, the dollars that they're supposed to, that they're hiding, the number of kids that each case manager is having to deal with or work on. We got kids whose names are on teachers at some other school. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're the ones providing the services, but their names are all spread out all over who knows where, just so they can hide this stuff. So I don't know if the PD's in on it. I have no idea. It's not right. It's illegal. Not even the 1.8 million that went missing last year, supposed to go for behavior contract, instead went to, well, friend contracts, people hired. We don't know what they do, what their positions are. I don't know. Anyways, somebody needs to investigate Santa Fe Public Schools Exceptional Student Services Department. And I intend to keep sounding that alarm until somebody does.